So I'm just going to post because apparently since the last time I've actually done a streaming, everything's changed, going from StreamYard to my Facebook groups. So I'm hoping now that I am going to be live in my Facebook group. Let's just see if that works. Gone through all the things that I need to do. So let's have a look how this works. Um, There you go. So I should be connected in Competent Communication Queens. Give me a shout out if I'm connected in there. If I'm not, and then let's have a look if I'm connected in my other group. Where's that gone? This one done? No. Okay, so that should all be working now. Let's just hope. Give me a shout out if I am. If I'm not, well, c'est la vie. I will post it. I will upload it again later on YouTube, or I'll send you an email. But we've got something going on today. So let me just share now what we're going to be talking about today. So this is going to be about um, we're looking at going from conflict to confidence in here we go, through transformational coaching. So this is a free workshop that I'm giving away just for you tonight. And just so that we can get it out there, some of the information in here, it can be very private. So if you don't want to share it, then you don't have to share it. What I do suggest is just to get a pen and paper and start writing some of the things down, because I am going to ask you to do some things in this workshop. And you can either write them down or you can put them in the comments. It's completely up to you what you want to do with them. So let's have a look. So we're looking from family conflict to personal dilemmas. And yet, like I said, they can be conflict, very private. So this masterclass is for you if you're going through any kind of child alienation, family conflict, or you're going through any personal dilemmas. Now, I think we can all hands on our hearts say that most probably everybody is going through one of those three things there. The masterclass is also for you if you're feeling lost, hopeless, no direction, depressed, anxious, sad, lacking motivation. And I think we can all say, yep, we've all been there as well. What I'm going to do is put together the whole concept, and you will actually see this through the masterclass as we go on. What I find with a lot of my clients is that things are stopping them from going from A to B. So they want to follow their dreams, or they want to set up a business, or they just feel stuck. And a lot of the things that have happened in the past is that they have been saying that things have stopped them is, like we've got here, finance, confidence, lack of knowledge, courage, no system, imposter syndrome. So to go from where we are now to where we want to be, some of these bits of information here are what I've got from clients who are saying that's what's stopping them. So keep, keep on while we go through this workshop. So my name is Claire Reese, and I'm a newly qualified transformational coach. And the reason that I wanted actually to be a transformational coach was because I've been there, I've done it. I've had challenges of family conflict, and from all those as well, I've actually personally transformed myself as well. We've also been through the complexities of child alienation and family estrangement. Now, did you know that 1 in 4 people or 1 in 4 children from separated parents are alienated? It's crazy stats and it can easily be overcome. And did you know that 1 in 10 people are estranged from their family, not because they've come away, but because of family dynamics, family bullying? This struggle is real. So, what I've put together here is a workshop to not actually help you solve the problems, but help you actually deal with the problems. I have learned from the power of aligning our goals, our values, our habits, our beliefs, that they can actually create long lasting changes that will put us in a direction where we want to go in life. Now, have you ever heard of the saying that, now, by the way, I cannot see any comments. So what I'm going to do afterwards, if there's any comments, I'm going to answer them afterwards. I don't know what's happened here. It's all changed since the last time I did a workshop, but I'm going to look at long lasting changes. And that's what we want to actually look at when we're making changes from family conflicts. So over the last 20 years, I have been coaching. I haven't been qualified, but since last July, I have now got my certification of becoming a transformational coach. So it gives me a little bit of um, oomph then to say that, yeah, I can help you. And what a year I've actually been through to be qualified here. It's been like a what can you say, like a degree. I've also got a diploma in NLP, but I didn't get here without problems. Okay. I have had no support. When you look at family support, no experience and no confidence of where I am right now. What I've done is I've come here through my own experiences. And honestly, sometimes it just felt as if I had no clue. But the first step I made was motivation. And that motivation was to go from feeling negative to positive and reaching out for help. And this is what this is all about tonight. So why do I want to actually do this? And the reasons are because I've actually been there myself. And I've always been that type of person. So in 1999, I actually qualified as a fitness instructor. And I quickly realized in 1999, as a fitness instructor, it wasn't just teaching people how to be fit in a gym. There was other issues that actually came with it. And this is what made me want to give actually to other people. So I dug a little bit deeper. And through all this path that I actually went through and trial and error, lots of mistakes and everything, this has made me think this is my why, that I want to help people, but I wanted to help people properly. I didn't want to just help people because these are my thoughts, these are my feelings. And also, over the last 10 years, myself and my husband, we've been through a child alienation case, still going through it. We've been through family conflict and estrangement, still going through it. And I've helped people through divorce as well. Now, when you have a look at families and their dynamics, it's a lot closer to your heart than actually when there's friends or there's business acquaintances, because there's DNA involved. So my mission is to help people drowning in these conflicts and are feeling lost and unable to follow their dreams. They're actually stuck. Now, when I say about family conflicts, and we've got those DNA, it's a lot stronger, the bond, than if you've got friends or if you've got business associations, and the frustration there. What does actually frustration do for you when you're in this conflict? So sometimes this frustration can actually make circumstances worse because you're stuck in it. You're actually in the root of that issue and you don't feel as if you can get out of it. And you're in that, I always call them the tennis match arguments, where it's like, you did this and you did that, and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. And then it's the part of being misunderstood. As families, there's one thing I heard about the other day is that we actually, sometimes in families, we fit in rather than belong. And then the misunderstanding comes from because you're not doing that thing that that family wants you to do. And then we can also get the wrong type of advice. Now, when you say the wrong type of advice, it's from people who are absolutely wanting to say the right thing and absolutely wanting to help you, but they do it from their thoughts and their understanding. And this can cause a lot of frustration. Bear with me, it's all going to make sense in a bit. And when you're actually in a conflict as well, you've got two things that you can actually think about, your response or your reaction. Now, like I said, that DNA in that family conflict is a lot stronger. Emotions are a lot stronger. And we're a lot more sensitive because these people are the closest to us. So it's emotional. And we tend to react a lot more than if it's just somebody down the street. They always say that you actually, you're offended more by your nearest and dearest, aren't you? So when you are in a situation, your emotions take control. You can become a lot more defensive. You can blame the other person a lot more. And you can be lack of focus because you're actually focusing on them rather than the problem. I mean, coaching, we're actually taught you coach the person, you're not coaching the problem. And this can actually lead to depression. And it's a real strong and anxious place that you are actually in. And when you're in that family dynamic as well, there's a lot of finger pointing because you're not fitting in properly. Put in the comments if anything like this has happened to you. You don't have to, by the way, because it can be quite personal. Now, a response is much safer, shall we say, than a reaction. So, a response is when you actually take those 5 seconds or 10 seconds to take a deep breath before you actually say something, before you think about something. I don't know if anybody that has actually been in, well, I am assuming everybody has actually been in some kind of conflict and you just rah, rah, completely into that. I did it today. We're all still training. I did it today, where you respond, you react rather than you respond. But when you respond, what happens is the brain actually changes. It calms all the way down. You take those 5 or 10 seconds to take that deep breath and think, how am I going to respond to this situation? What that actually helps you to do then is move forward. And it can help you disregard negativity. And you actually look at the facts and the progress rather than emotionally arguing about the situation. And it's simpler then to find a resolution. So this is where your coaching journey will begin. And what I'd like you to do is sit there and think of a goal that you have wanted to achieve, but you've always struggled with. Keep this in mind as we go along. Now, my goal was always to get up early in the morning, and for years and years and years, I struggled with it. This is the reason why. I'm going to explain. And then the other thing, what I want you to do is look and let's explore your family dynamics. Let's take a look at your family dynamics. And how do these dynamics play out in your life today? How are they serving you or how are they not serving you? If you have got that pen and paper, write down how these dynamics are serving you or they're not serving you. What has changed over the years and what has actually stayed the same? And then this leads us on to goal setting failures. When our goals are not achieved, it's normally because they're not aligned with our values, our beliefs, or our behaviors. They don't align with our habits. And then sometimes the goal is too big. Now, in the back in the day, when I was actually teaching health and fitness, you would have people coming in and they'd say, Claire, I want to lose 3 stone in 3 months. And I'm going to do it by attending the gym 5 times a week. Now, if you think about it, if you go from not being active to 5 times a week in the gym, very, very quickly, that's too much, too quick, too soon. And that fails because you haven't actually looked at all the alignments that go with it. So let's look next at the values exercise. Now, here I've written down, I've got quite a few values here. And what I'd like you to think about, and if you've got that pen and paper again, is write down 5 of your top 5 values. I've written some here just to get your brain going. You've got integrity, honesty, compassion, respect, courage, growth, family, connections, freedom, creativity, adventures, loyalty, responsibility, kindness, balance. What are your 5 top values that you value today? And that could actually, if you have a look at your goal that you first thought about, how is that, how can you implement those values into that goal? So let's have a look at it. So write down your top 5 values. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes by here. And then out of this list, does your goal align with these values? It's quite interesting when you looked at your values. And when I was going through my transformational coaching certificate, this exercise actually hit me so much because I realized that when I was doing anything in life, that they weren't aligning with my values. And I realized that's why sometimes I was getting into some sort of situations. Now you can rewatch this again as well. So if you want to, you can reach out to me, send me an email, and I'll email this workshop out to you as well, so you can rewatch it if you need to rewatch it. The next part of the section we go into is habits, and we're in the day of like, oh yeah, we're all going to change our habits, etc. So think of your habits. So these are some of the habits. I put some ideas by here. Your morning gratitude, you drinking your water, setting priorities for the day, moving your body every day, eating a healthy breakfast, keeping mindful of your health, your fitness, reading, going outdoors into the nature, emotional check-ins, how you're feeling each day, planning your meals, tidying your workspace. The list is endless. But what habits are you actually doing today? Right now, right here, right now, what are your habits that align with your goal? So if you look at it, we've got our goal, we've got our family dynamics, we have our values, and we have our habits. How are all these fitting together? Because to reach that goal, they have to fit together like a chain. And if that chain is a little bit kinked, then this could be the straddle. And this is where we connect in the dots. And this is where we go back to family conflict, child alienation, estrangement, tension, belief systems, our goals, our values, and our habits. If you think of the situation that are in right now, can you resonate? Is if you're not in a great place, why you're not in a great place right now? If you're not achieving your goals, how come you're not achieving your goals right now? So to move forward, we need to understand all these influences in our world and in our life. And then the changes start from inside. And I always love saying we love to dig deeper into ourselves. So to make sure that any changes that we need to make, we need to dig deeper, look at our values, our beliefs, and our behaviors so that we can actually move forward step by step. And like James Clear says, if you make 1% change every single day, I think it you become 300 and something, 369 times better by the end of the year. Just imagine if you become 1% worse every day. How does that affect you year after year after year? We want to go forward. We want to look after ourselves. Because if we can't look after ourselves, and it's the saying again where you put your mask on yourself when you're in a plane so you can save your family. You look after yourself first so you can look after other people. So you're fit, healthy, and strong, and emotionally strong as well. So let's have a quick reflection on some of these questions. And if you want to put anything in the comments, and of course, I will answer you later on. And if you're looking at this at replay, put hashtag replay. At the moment, right now, are you experiencing any type of family conflict of any sort? Whether it's child alienation, whether it's estrangement, whether it's a divorce or anything like that. And if you think about it, everybody goes through some sort of family conflict, no matter what. It's how we deal with it and how we actually emotionally deal with it, as well as strength in our mind deal with it, is how we're going to get out of it for the better of ourselves. And then from those conflicts that you're having in the family dynamics, and these could be from when you were a child to up to now. And I've coached people where they haven't been able to move forward in life because there's something that happened to them in their childhood that is preventing them from moving forward right now in their life. And that could be with goals, that can be with business, that can be with relationships. It can actually be with anything. And I was with my little bonus grandson the other day, and I was bathing him, and I was looking at songs, and the song came up, The Ugly Duckling. Now, if you ever look at that song, The Ugly Duckling, and it was quite an interesting one. I thought, whoa, this was like a huge light bulb moment for me, where when you have a look at that song, the ugly duckling, at the beginning, this ugly duckling is in a bad environment. It's not in the right environment for itself. Everybody's around him is not secure with him. They're laughing at him. They're joking with him. They're not motivating him as well. And what this ugly duckling did was he went away then, I think it was for the winter season, that's in the song. He went away for the winter season. And then from that winter season, then out came the swan. And then the people around him, the swans around him, they motivated him. They loved him because all of a sudden he was in the right environment. And it just got me thinking, is that when you're in the wrong environment, this can make you that ugly duckling. But when you start working on yourself, that's the ugly duckling's winter season, then you can actually surround yourself by the right people and you can become the swan. And this can help you then to move forward in your life. The other question then, sorry, I went off on one then. Which family behaviors are helping you or hindering you? And it's a great one to look at because sometimes when I'm coaching is when I ask that question is where did that come from? That situation come from? And people and my clients will go look back and they're like, well, there was this situation in my family, da da da, and that's hindering me. Or it could be the other way around where it could be, oh, it was a situation in my family that actually boosted me forward. So have a look, and it plays a huge part. It plays a huge part in your life. Now let's have a look at another thing and look at that goal. Go back to the goal that you wanted to achieve, and then what skills do you have around you right now to help you achieve that goal? It's so interesting because I think when we have a look and when we have these workshops and when we have, you know, these goal setting workshops um in the past, it's just like, let's set a goal, right? How are we going to achieve that goal? And then eventually, like you put your hands up, how many people have not achieved their goal? There's loads of us out there. It's a higher percentage of people that actually don't achieve a goal than achieve a goal. But the people who achieve the goal are the people who are that 20% who dig deeper into themselves. So what skills do you have right now that you can change or you've got in yourself that you can help you to achieve your goal? And another interesting question is, what family beliefs serve you right here, right now? Or what family belief are you carrying that doesn't serve you? It plays a huge part. We learn the most things that we'll ever learn in our whole lives in the first 8 years of our life. And it's stuck with us, all our family's beliefs. Now, when you have a look at NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming logistics, the science around that is that a human being will take in millions and millions and millions and millions of bits of information every single day. It's crazy. Now, through our experiences, our family dynamics, our skills, and what our beliefs, our values, that's called our sieve. So we'll sieve through all those millions of bits of information, and out will come thousands of bits of information, and that will make up our day, which is really, really interesting. When you look at it. So, what family belief is serving you right now? Or what family belief is not serving you right now? And what can you actually change if you want to change it? Now, just remember, success is your own success. It's what you believe is success. Your belief, your success is not my success or anybody else's. Or you think are successful is fine because that's who you are. And another interesting question which I found is who are you right now in your family, in that dynamics? And is this serving you? So quite a few of my clients again, and I never ever will name names for clients because it's very confidential. Okay. So I've heard people say, oh, I'm the black sheep of the family. Oh, I just stay out of things. And I'm like, well, how does that actually serve you? How is that serving you right here, right now, when you're just stuck? Or you could be, like in my case, estranged from the family, but you're not even included in the family. How is that serving you right here, right now? Or it could be like if you ever look at a child alienation situation where the family dynamics are so bad, really, when you have a look at it, because that child in that family is being torn from one parent to another and is serving one parent more than is serving the other parent. It's a whole different kettle of fish, and it's an increasing epidemic. It's growing and it's growing and it's growing. How is that child in the future going to feel in that family dynamics? What's that child learned from the whole of its childhood to when it's an adult, when it's been involved in adult situations and not being taught or not being grown in a family dynamic? And that's what we need to look at. Is that family dynamic where you have to fit into a situation, is that serving you right now, or is it not serving you right now? And what can you actually do about it? Or the other thing is what are you prepared to do about it? And one of my last questions here is, what is your purpose? That's a huge, huge question. And how can your purpose in life, what is your legacy? What are you going to leave behind? How can that help you build up the strength to move forward in the way that you want to move forward? So here we go. The aha moment. Have a think about it. You can put it in the comments if you want to. Hashtag on the replay. What is your biggest aha moment from this session? There has to be an aha moment where you thought, yes. And you know what? You don't have to take all the bits of information from here. Even if it's 1%, it will serve you. What did you realize about your family conflict that may be shaping your life, your goals, or your dreams? Write that down, and whatever you can. And if you want to re-watch this again, I will send you an email. You just need to message me with your email address. What actually can you and what I'm going to do after this live as well, I'm actually going to put the link in the comments as well, so you can go back to it. So I'm going to challenge you to a small action commitment that you can actually do today. Based on what you have discovered today, what is one small action you can take for this week to move forward? Just a small one. It doesn't have to be a big one, just a small action that you can actually do right here, right now, that's going to challenge you, take you out of that comfort zone, because we're all in our little comfort zone and we enjoy that. That's quite comfortable, isn't it? And we just want to just take one step out of that comfort zone that's going to challenge us so that we can move forward right here, right now. These are just a few people that have actually worked with me. So, one of my clients have said, I've been working with Claire for 7 years by going through my child access case. She's taught me to respond, stick to facts, and move forward in my case. So that's what I've done during my coaching with my client. And then another one, I felt I was unable to respond in a good way. I I was taught to pick out facts and the relevant information to respond. I feel Claire has given me strength to move forward. If you go to my website, www.transformwithclairereese.com, then I've got quite a few people who've actually worked with me, more reviews there as well, where you can find people who've actually worked with me and their outcomes. It's just been absolutely amazing. Now, if you want to go slow, go alone. But if you want to go fast, let's go together. Find the tribe that has your vibe. And this is where I'm going to make you an offer here. Now, if this workshop is enough for you, say la vie, that's your choice, that's fine. Don't worry, I won't be disheartened. But if you want to take this a little step further, here is my offer. Drum roll, are you ready to get the results? Imagine having that go-to place that's not only affordable, but solely for you, a safe place. A place where somebody's going to listen to you and it's all confidential and I missed out a bit by there, non-judgmental. Does that resonate with you? Get the access now. I'm going to put it in the comments when I finish this live, the link. I am giving you more than 50% off to join me on 6 coaching sessions of 1 hour a session, 1 hour a time. It's going to be based on whether um, it's going to be limited. So this it will stop at the end of September. So if you want to get it now, or for the first 20 clients. So if the first 20 clients sign up right here, right now, then I will stop this offer because I can only take on 20 people. I want this to actually be finished, not finished, that sounds really bad, but all our coaching sessions to be done by the middle of December. So then there's going to be another offer on in January, but it's not going to be as good as this one, I promise you. What you're going to get in this offer, personalized coaching, so it's going to be one-to-one with me. And I'm going to help you deep dive. I'm not going to be the um we're going to be a team here. We're going to deep dive into you and we're going to work these things out together. I'm going to provide you with a confidential place. So I will never, ever, ever, unless you say yes or no, um, um, give any of your information out. It's all going to be confidential. And isn't that amazing that you've got a safe place that's going to be confidential where you can actually be yourself, say whatever you want. I'm open-minded. And it's going to be judgmental free. So as we're taught in our transformational coaching course, is that we don't make any judgments on our bias. We leave those things outside the room. Okay. I will come in as Clarice, your coach. It's affordable. So it's only going to be 3,000 kronas. And if you're from the UK, it's £250. And I think that is, I don't know, 250 euros or 200 euros for 6 sessions. That is that is more than half price. So it's an affordable investment. And just think about this. If you're in a situation where you've been in a bad situation for the last 5 or 6 years, look how just doing these 6 sessions can help you find that path to get to where you want to go. It's an amazing investment. So just take advantage of this opportunity to transform your life and align with your goals, your values, and your beliefs and your behaviors. And let's have a look how we can move forward together. I really want to reach out here and help you. So these sessions are going to be the stepping stone to your future, and I am super excited to actually work with you. So time is ticking. You've got until the end of September to book in with me, or when the spaces have run out. I'm only going to take 20 clients on from now until December. So time is going to tick. I've got a Q&A there as well. Because I didn't actually link up properly, whatever, it's changed the last time I did a workshop. If you've got any questions, please just reach out to me and I will answer them in the next couple of days. And yes, this is me, transformational coach Claire Reese. My website is www.transformwithclairereese.com. If you go over there as well, I've done one of these pop-up things. So you can go there and you can put your email address in and you'll get all the information about today's workshop. And if you want to work with me as well, you'll get all that information as well on how you can actually work with me. So without further ado, thank you so, so much for listening. And I look forward to working with you. And just in case this goes out after December or after September, this workshop is just for September 2025. Um, and I can't wait to hear from you all. I hope this helped and speak to you all soon. Lots of love. Take care. and let's stop this sharing if I can.